Hey everyone, it's Dominator from the Infectious Racing Club. We're going to go over the Power, Performance, and Prestige event, and I'm just going to show you a few places where you can attempt to make the all of the criteria, all the conditions I should say, for this event. So let's get into it. At the start, I am going to want to go left. And when I go left, what happens is, as you see in this case, the AI that's in front of me, he's actually going to shift to the right and it's going to open up a hole. And I want to take advantage of that hole because with my acceleration, with my car being gold here, I am going to get past them, but I'm not necessarily going to catch up to the AI in front. Whereas when I've gone right, they've forced me more and more to the right, and sometimes clipping me. So I like to kind of create my own option, and every time that I've gone left, that AI has opened up a hole to the right. So let's observe that. There we go. So all the AI are off onto the right hand side or well in front of me. Now, I have tried both ways, the ramp as well as going low. The nice thing about going low is that you can use some of the nitro now, including what you have from the beginning of the race, to get your acceleration up a little bit. As well as when you're drifting, if you pick up that second yellow nitro bottle that you see on the bottom there, then you will have full nitro to be able to do shockwave off of the ramp that will be on the right once we come around this corner. I found both to be almost similar in terms of time when I can get across. Sometimes with this ramp here, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep to the left so that I cut close to the mountain that you see on the left hand side, and that will give me a little bit more space so that I can kind of drift, not necessarily crash hard into the wall, because it is going to happen when we're in the 360s, because I am also going to need to drift in order to try and accumulate more nitro. This car, as you know, burns through its nitro pretty quickly, and even through the 360s, when you're trying to get up to your top airspeed with the orange nitro, you're burning through it real fast, so it's hard to collect it in order to be able to use it a little bit later. So let's observe that. We're going to do the 360s. I'm trying the orange nitro to pick up as much as I can, and here I am drifting. We're going to have a small bang against the wall, and I didn't have enough for shockwave. I was about 3/4, a little bit fuller than that, but not full enough for shockwave. Probably could have stopped it a little bit earlier on the downside, coming down to the road, so that I could have collected a little bit more. So keep that in mind. Keep an eye on your top airspeed, and when you reach it, turn off that nitro. Alright, so we are going to just plow through here as much as possible with the orange nitro. Now, this is the first of, I'm going to say, 3 potential spots to accomplish the 4 barrel rolls in one go. Here we're going to do a forced barrel roll off of this ramp. And if you get it high enough, with enough speed, you can reach it. I had 3 there. Through this section here, we're just trying to keep our top speed up. That's the key for beating the 107 time. And so I was into yellow nitro. Here I'm going to continue in the yellow nitro. Thankfully, going around that corner, there's no need to drift, and my speed did not reduce considerably. And then with the yellow nitro bottle going back into yellow nitro, then I was able to get back up to my top speed quickly. I have not been able to pick up 4 barrel rolls off of that jump. It is a potential spot, but I am not considering it as one of the keys that you can get it done. This is the second spot where you could get the 4 barrel rolls. The key with this particular jump is that you need to go high, and even in this case, I believe that at this height I did get the 4 barrel rolls at this height. So you need to take this ramp high. If you go low, you'll only pick up probably 3 at most. So if you're aiming to do both, beating the 107 time and getting the barrel rolls, you need to take at least this one high if you're not getting it off of the forced barrel roll at the beginning. Most times I prefer not to take this ramp because I find more times than not I'm landing on my side, I'm landing on my roof, I'm bouncing off of the track. I don't find it's very consistent, so I usually try to avoid this ramp. But this is the second place where you could get the barrel rolls, and here I did get it, and here I had a nice landing for a change. And you can see immediately I went into a drift to avoid crashing hard into the fence, and now using shockwave to get myself back up the top speed. Now this is the second spot here that you can attempt for the 4 barrel rolls. Again, you would have to be off of the wall though, so you would need to come into it going, you know, trying to point the car over to the right here in order to get enough rotations before you land. So you would be swinging right and then bringing it back left essentially to try and get all 4 barrel rolls. Here I'm just going to cut down, pick up a little bit of extra air time off of that one there. Off of the bridge, to pick up a little bit more speed, go into orange nitro because there is some air time. That's why I also picked up that ramp to get the airtime speed, cut down some time a little bit more. Here we're going to go into yellow nitro, a small drift. Word of caution, do not hit that grass that you see there on the right hand side. If you do, you will lose a lot of time and it may risk you beating the 107. And here we're going to hit the 360s and use what remaining nitro we have to come through to the finish line. And with that, that was a 105.866, so good enough to beat the 107 time. I had already gotten the barrel rolls, and it makes out or beats all the other conditions as well because we are picking up a lot of air time on those ramps. That's almost a no-brainer though. If you're hitting ramps, you're going to beat the air time. So it wasn't necessarily my fastest run. My fastest run thus far was a 105.397, but it was a good run that gave us a little bit of a leeway, a little bit of a buffer with the last condition, and as well as it made up all the time necessary for this event. So with that, I will wish you good luck, racers, in getting these blueprints and all the rewards in this Power, Performance, and Prestige event, Part 1, and we'll look forward to Part 2 in the coming week. Best of luck. Take care, guys.